US President-elect Donald Trump set to take over in just the next few days. However, he's made his agenda very clear. It's controversial, to say the least, and it has led to a full-on debate, and not just with domestic politics in the USA, but even from the neighbor nation of Canada. Trump has made, for example, a proposal, which is to rename the Gulf of Mexico, as all of us know it, and to say it should be Gulf of America. He's also mentioned that America needs Panama and Greenland for economic security. And because most of the work is done by America in these zones, why shouldn't it be either a part of America or named after that? The president-elect refusing to even rule out use of military force if required to take control of these two. Trump is also not shying away from foreign policy decisions, and that specifically with Canada is raising concerns, saying that with Canada, he may use economic force as well to address issues. Also, apart from all of this, remember that America has been a staunch supporter of Israel. It believes they're fighting terrorism. Addressing the Hamas attack of 7th October, from Hamas that attacked the Israelis, Trump has expressed outrage on that and has said, if the hostages, the Israeli hostages, in fact, I would say multi-ethnicity and multinational hostages who were taken away by the Hamas extremists, Trump says if they're not released by the time he takes over, all hell will break loose. He's also spoken up on possible pardon for the Capitol attack rioters. Here's more on what he has said on a variety of issues.
We need them for economic security. The Panama Canal was built for our military. I'm not going to commit to that now. It might be that you'll have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. And they've abused it. They've abused that gift. It should have never been made, by the way. Giving the Panama Canal is why Jimmy Carter lost the election, in my opinion, more so maybe than the hostages. The hostages were a big deal. Economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. And as you see, I guess 24 or 28 people came now from the FBI. That came out very quietly. Nobody reported it, but they had people in some form related to the FBI. They had 4 or 5 people that were strongly related to the FBI. We have to find out about that. We have to find out about Hezbollah. We have to find out about who exactly was in that whole thing, because people that did some bad things were not prosecuted. You know, I see it all the time, and you see it too. People that were doing some bad things weren't prosecuted, and people that didn't even walk into the building are in jail right now. So we'll be looking at the whole thing, but I'll be making major pardons. All hell will break out. If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East.
Can you elaborate?
And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is. And they should have given them back a long time. They should have never taken them. There should have never been the attack of October 7th. People forget that. And we're going to be announcing at a future date pretty soon. We're going to change, because we do most of the work there and it's ours. We're going to be changing, sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything up, essentially getting rid of $50 to $60 trillion worth of assets. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate.